What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we have a nice review for you guys. We just got this in the Walmart by me. It's none other than the Zombie Invasion Mix 2 single trucks. Alright guys, so today is currently October 29th as of filming, and I just recently went to Walmart and we just found a whole bunch of the Mix 2 zombie trucks. This is actually kind of shocking. I did not expect to see these in stores this soon, at least by me. I know they have been found over on, the West Coast fairly quickly, and obviously Canada had these I would say about a month ago. So yeah, we're behind in their terms, but now they're finally all, I guess, found in some states, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So went to Walmart, found these. I also was able to find for the first time in Walmart the I want to say Mix 10 Reveal the Steel, the one with the Green Ghost, Gravedigger, Mystery Machine, and Son-Uva Digger and Dragonoid. Just recently found them, so it looks like everything is starting to fluctuate and get back into a rhythm of going on the pegs. The only thing that has been sitting so far is the Mix 9 trucks and Mix 10 trucks at Target. Those singles, for some reason, they aren't moving. But luckily today we did find all of the Mix 2 Zombie Invasion trucks for singles. I have yet to find the double packs, but that's alright. So what I'm going to do here is, usually I do an individual review on each truck. I figure since I found all four of them, we might as well just make it one big giant video here, and I'm going to start off by showing the truck I think is the least greatest in this set, and going up to the truck which I think is the best one for the Mix 2 singles, if that makes sense. So with that being said, let's jump to the truck that I think is probably the worst out of these four, even though these are all pretty cool, but this one definitely is number 4 out of 4. Alright guys, and here it is, the truck that I believe is probably the worst one. I think a lot of people will agree with me for the zombie trucks. Now this one is kind of like the Northern Nightmare of the Mix 2, because it's really not like an animal, and it's kind of just a pickup truck, and it was kind of weird to see what they would do with Blue Thunder. Really nothing much they can do with it, but I do like what they did with it and how they made it basically that green color. That is a really nice shade of like a watermelon green on the original paint scheme there. Really cool. And one cool thing too I like, and I love this, is the Zombie Invasion packs. Like just the card art, everything, it's just, I really love it. So obviously Blue Thunder, kind of unique, kind of weird. And one cool thing with this too, and I will put a picture up on screen too, this one actually does have a variant, and that is very interesting too, by the way. I don't think any other zombie truck does have a variant so far. So far, this is the very first one. So with that being said, let's crack open Blue Thunder here, and one thing, I don't know why these don't have headlights, but let's crack this thing open and take a closer look at Blue Thunder. Alright guys, so here it is, Blue Thunder. This thing looks really cool and mean out of the package here, and one thing this thing actually does really remind me of, if any of you guys remember the truck Liquidator back in like the early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, that's what this green paint on the truck actually reminds me of, and the red there too. So that's kind of a retro nostalgia kind of look. This truck, just like all the other trucks in the zombie mix here, it does not have headlights or taillights, which I don't understand why they didn't do the printing for the headlights, but they did add the MonsterJam .com, or if you guys can see it there on the bumper. So they added that, but they did not add the headlights, which is kind of weird. This truck does have a black chassis, red roll cage, green rims, and a green tinted windscreen. And for reference, this setup, I guess this roll cage and chassis, we did see this before. We saw it in Mix 1 of the zombies, and that was with Megalodon. So this probably was my favorite chassis combination and roll cage combination. So I'm glad to see they did bring that over. Kind of interesting they did put it on Blue Thunder. I mean, I don't really know. Maybe El Toro could have got it, but I don't know how that would look. But yeah, I like Blue Thunder. I mean, for what the truck is and what they could have did, it's very unique. I like how they basically added the red for the Blue Thunder. And then you can see on this truck, now, there is two variants of this truck, and I'll put the picture on the screen here for a sec. But as you can tell with the picture, the variant is the lightning bolts. So I'm not too sure if this is the unfinalized one or the rough draft one or whatever it is, but you can definitely tell on this body style it doesn't have that blue kind of like afterglow with the lightning bolts, and you can really tell on the hood or on the roof here. So I'm gonna be on the lookout at that one because I don't have that one. I have this one, and I don't know. I just think that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting that they would add that to the truck but not add the headlights. Yeah, that's just kind of interesting. And I don't know if it's like that on the sides as well. I would figure they added to the sides of the truck as well. So if one of you guys have one of those and you see it, let me know, because I have not seen that variant yet. Hopefully I will find it very soon. And with that being said, we're going to wrap it up for Blue Thunder and move on to the truck that I think is number 3, as I haven't really looked at the back of this yet, so I like to feel the power, how they did that on the back. But let's look at the truck I think is number 3 in the Zombie Invasion Mix 2. Alright guys, and here it is, and now I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to choose the best one out of these next 3 trucks because they are all pretty cool looking and mean looking, but I really think the third truck should be Dragon. The reason for that is I just think the detailing that went into El Toro and basically Rottweiler looks a little better, but Dragon nonetheless is still looking pretty cool. So at first glance you're going to see the tires. Now this could be my eyes playing tricks on me, but these tires look like a different shade of green. Actually no, I think it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. And also the color of Dragon too, it's kind of like the same color as the tire, so that kind of fools with your eyes at first. And as you can tell, this truck does have a black chassis and a green roll cage, which I believe was on the Gravedigger Zombie, which came in the 2-pack. And then looking at the back of the pack, which you guys all know by now, we got El Toro, Dragon, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, and Blue Thunder. So really good pack. It's going to be very interesting to see if there's a mix 3 of these, and if there is, I really don't know what trucks they could make. Maybe horsepower, that would be kind of cool. And I don't really know what else. Put down in the comments what other trucks you guys would like to see, as I'm trying to think of more animals, but I can't really think of anyone. I think horsepower would be kind of cool. But with that being said, let's open up this Dragon and take a closer look at this thing, because this thing looks really sick actually. Alright guys, so here it is, Dragon, and as you guys do know, this does come with its own little ramp. One thing I can say for the future for Spin Master, these come with nothing. They don't come with a poster or anything like that. It would be kind of cool if they made a poster just for like the event exclusive trucks, like all the zombie trucks, or like all the fire and ice trucks. Like moving forward, whatever next year's gimmick or whatever it's going to be next year, if they made a poster that just had all those kind of trucks, that would be kind of cool. So here is Dragon. So Dragon is pretty sick. We've seen this truck a lot in 2020, and this one is definitely one of my favorite ones. And one detail I did not notice looking in the package, which I noticed now, and I think it's really cool, is the horns. So you can tell the horns are red up here and they go to that blackish look. That is really cool. That's definitely evil kind of looking. I like how the eye is just like a solid color with one dot in the middle, if you guys can see that. I don't know if that's on the other side. No, it's not on the other side, so very interesting. Nope, and it's not just a mark or anything like that, so, or something there, but it looks like a eye, which is cool. I really do like how they did the detailing on the mouth. I think that looks really, really good. This thing looks really sick, actually. So at first, I wasn't too big on the color that they chose because it reminds me too much of the tires. But the more I look at it, it kind of like grows on you. The detailing with the scars, you got the green tinted windshield, and then you got these little kind of like stripes or bumps going down the middle in black, which is pretty cool. And then you have Dragon written on the side here, which I believe that is the normal like coloring for the logo, which makes it actually kind of blend in, which is pretty cool. And this is overall just a pretty cool looking truck. Pretty cool. I kind of like the way they did Dragon. Like I said, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's like just perfect. The only thing at first is you can definitely really see how the color of the paint really matches the rims or the tires, and that's just kind of weird at first, but now it's starting to grow on me. And this is also, I think, in this mix 2, every truck has a different combination with roll cage and chassis. Not too sure on that, but we will find out. This truck does have yellow rims, of course the slime tires, black chassis, green roll cage. Really cool looking truck. Definitely one of the better ones. However, this Dragon, just this molding casting, we've seen Dragon a lot this year. However, I think this one might be the best looking Dragon out of them all, honestly. But really cool, kind of interesting how there's a dot in the eye there and not on this side. But good detailing on this, good little added touches, really cool. Looks just like a zombie dragon, if you will. And with that being said, let's move on to the truck that I think is the second best looking one in this mix. Alright guys, here is the second truck in my opinion. It's gotta be El Toro Loco. So this is a really cool looking truck. However, I don't know, it's just something, maybe the roll cage needs to be different. Well, actually, you know what? The more I look at these, I kind of like them more. Now, I did rank this the second truck. However, I just looked at Dragon. I do like Dragon. I still think Blue Thunder is last, but maybe Dragon ahead of this one. But there's only one way to tell. We gotta open it. So, really cool though. I do like how they did El Toro. It would have been really cool, and this would have been a really sick idea if they did Bulldozer. So, that, I want to say that was a missed opportunity, but not really though, in a way, if you kind of catch my drift. Like, that would have been cool because no one would have seen that coming, and then it will be basically be like a zombie truck, like, you know, this, and it will basically imply like Bulldozer coming back from the dead, and that would have threw everybody off, and that would have been really, really cool and really like out of left field. That would have been sick. But we did get El Toro. We haven't really seen El Toro that much this year, so let's crack this thing open. Wow, that looks mean from the front, and take a closer look at El Toro. Alright guys, here it is, the El Toro Zombie Invasion from Mix 2. One thing, once this truck comes out of the package, you can really see the detailing on this thing, and this thing looks amazing. So right off the bat, looking at the truck, you can tell it has like green slime coming out of the nose, which is really cool. You can also see that it's missing some teeth on the side, which I love that added touch. I love how they did that for the dog trucks. I love how they do it for the bull trucks. That is pretty cool. You got the green slime, and then you got El Toro written in the normal font size or font with green slime coming out of it. You got it on the back as well. And then one nice little touch I like what they did too is they made the horns the same color as the roll cage in the chassis. I think that blends very well put together. This truck does have a tinted green windshield. It has red, really bright red rims, which I like. It kind of makes the truck pop. And it's got missing teeth on the side as well. And this is going to be kind of hard to pick up on my camera, but if you have this truck and you can really zoom in on the detailing in the body paint, there's all kinds of like scars, like bite marks, all kinds of detailing going on just in that burgundy paint, and you can really see it on the stable bar in the back here. I really like that. That is not an easy thing to pull off, and I love how Spin Master did that. I think that looks amazing. That is pretty wicked and pretty cool. So El Toro, definitely a cooler looking truck. Like I said, I feel like they should have did Bulldozer. That would have been cool, but I do like this truck nonetheless. Definitely one of the favorites. This is actually going to be really hard once we have every single Zombie Invasion truck to pick the very best one, because these look amazing and the detailing on them are just really, really good. Spin Master, you guys get better every year, and it's really amazing how much detailing, you know, something like this can go. Like something like just the green slime coming out of the nose is just, who would have thought of that, you know? And then you got green slime up here, Really cool looking truck. I love it. I love the yellow roll cage, and I don't think we've seen this. Have we seen this roll cage combination yet? Yes, we have. We actually, this was the roll cage combination. This is the fourth truck in the singles at least. So the other trucks to have this from Mix 1 was Northern Nightmare with the yellow and black. Then I believe we had Pirate's Curse with the yellow and black. And last but not least, we had Mohawk Warrior. So I'm liking that Spin Master, at least in the next mixes, they only did one of this combination of the roll cage. So it's kind of cool that they're doing that and they're changing it up. So let's see here. Yeah, Dragon had the Gravedigger roll cage combination. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like how they're changing that up, and I like how they're moving on with that. It's not the same thing that's kind of like a copy and paste compared to the Fire and Ice trucks where every single roll cage and every single chassis was basically the same for Fire and Ice. But with that being said, we got one truck left, and I think you guys know what it is. So let's see what the truck that I think is the best in Zombie Invasion Mix 2 is. Alright guys, I think it's a no-brainer. I think a lot of you guys will agree with me. It's definitely the Monster Mutt Rottweiler. I think this thing looks mean. This thing looks sick. This is extreme detailing, small minor detailing pieces gone all out on this truck. I really think the dog trucks really look the best so far in the Zombie Invasion. Definitely Monster Mutt. I mean, this is pretty cool. So here it is. We got Monster Mutt Rottweiler. I really do love how they made all the zombie trucks, or at least all the dog truck zombies. I couldn't see how this could have been a hunter dog. Maybe we might see something later with maybe Husky, or I would say if there was like a German Shepherd dog, but I don't think there will be one. But that'd be kind of funny if they had like the hunter truck has the poodle truck. That'd be kind of funny later on down the road. But here it is, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. This thing looks really mean. It's got another brand new, well, not brand new, it's got Megadon and Blue Thunder's roll cage and chassis. It's got some yellow rims. So, like I always say, once this thing is cracked out of the package, it's going to look a little better. So, let's crack this thing open and open up our final Zombie Invasion Mix 2 truck. Alright guys, here it is out of the package, seeing it for the very first time, and actually I just realized this as I was opening the package. It has orange ears and an orange tail. That is pretty cool. I didn't even recognize that. I kind of thought it was just yellow. So that is a nice little added detail. It actually looks kind of weird at first, but it's really, really cool. So looking at this truck, just looking at it the way it sits, you can't really tell it's Rottweiler. I mean, you can kind of tell if you know the casting, but looking at it at a quick glance, you can't really tell what truck it is. I mean, just looking at this thing is pretty cool. So I really do like how it's yellow. I think that really makes it pop, really makes it stand out. There's really no solid yellow trucks like this besides Dragon, which Dragon is more of that like kind of like slime color compared to just yellow. So that is pretty cool. It's kind of weird they made the ears and the tail orange, but then again, I guess it kind of makes sense because if they were yellow like the rims, that wouldn't really match. This truck does have a tinted green windshield like every other zombie truck. It does have a black chassis, red roll cage. So that is the second combination that we are seeing that with. At least in this mix, the other one was Blue Thunder, who had that combo, just with different rims. And I believe this is the second truck in this mix with yellow rims. So that's pretty cool as well. But now let's move on. So this truck, I don't think it's missing a tooth anywhere. It's not. So that's pretty weird. We do have blood on the teeth though in the front. On this side, we do have blood as well. And this one doesn't have a cracked tooth or anything, so that's kind of interesting. Then on the front, we got the slime coming out of the windshield. We got basically the body wounds and scars all throughout it. The eyebrows are actually orange as well. Really cool looking truck. I really like this truck. I think it flows very well put together, very nice put together. And this is just another example of how minor detailing can make a truck really pop and look really solid. As you see a lot of wounds and a lot of battle wounds over here underneath the ear. Oops. Looking on this side, it's got more wounds around the mouth. You got green slime coming out of the mouth. So really cool. Interesting truck, interesting concept, but I like it. I really like how they put this into a zombie. Rottweiler, maybe you would kind of think this would be the dog truck on the hunter side, so I'm kind of happy it's a zombie truck and not a hunter truck. Looking at the nose, definitely covered in blood. The nose is actually orange as well, and it's the same orange as the eyebrows. And then you got blood all around the mouth, which I really like that added detail. Just an overall cool looking truck, cool concept, and Spin Master, you guys did an amazing job on this. Once again, guys, you were killing it here. And I'm really excited to see if there's a Mix 3. That's going to be interesting on what trucks they make, what they do, so hopefully something soon. I can't remember if it was confirmed to be a Mix 3. Really can't remember what everything that's been going on this year, but definitely out of the Mix 2, definitely Rottweiler might be the best looking truck. The second best, definitely El Toro. I really like El Toro. These things are really cool. I think the zombie trucks really took off, and now with events happening in real life and everything, hopefully we can see some of these trucks made in person, because they will look really, really sick. Like a real life dragon will look cool. If they did something with all the monster butt trucks, that would be kind of sick. But there it is, guys. Mix 2. Let me know if you guys found it in the comments yet. Let me know if you guys got that version of Blue Thunder, the other variant. But let me know in the comments too what one you think is the best, what one is the coolest looking one. My personal opinion, I think Mix 2 is a little better than Mix 1. There was really only 2 trucks that really stood out to me in Mix 1, and that was Megalodon and Pirate's Curse. So I definitely think the value of Mix 2 is a little better. But yeah, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to drop a like, and I will see you guys very shortly.